Hi, this is Maroon Accounts, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Clearbooks. Clearbooks is an online accounting software package which is especially good for clients that are registered for the CIS scheme or where clients are using CIS subcontractors. So this is the dashboard screen that you see when you sign in. You'll see on this dashboard screen it's quite helpful. It gives you a quick overview of what's going on in the business. You'll see the amount that's due from customers, what you need to pay to suppliers, and normally you'll be able to see a graphical illustration of the bank account. So let's look at some of the functionality in here. In the money section, it's very helpful in that you can download bank statements from your online banking and then upload it straight onto the system, reducing the amount of keying in that you have to do of numbers. So let's have a go at doing that. Let's say import tool, and we select the account. Then we find where the transactions are and drop them in, and then upload. So this is telling me that there's a bit of a conflict in the dates that I've previously uploaded. So let's just upload it. And here are the uploaded items. When you go in to each transaction, it just asks you to explain what those transactions are. So in this instance, it was an M6 toll, I think it said. So we just add in M6 toll as a customer, as a supplier. Account, that can be travel costs, I suspect. You select the VAT rate so that it can be allocated to the VAT as appropriate. It was a debit card transaction, the date's already down there, the amount's already down there at transaction. You'll notice that the one that we've allocated has got a tick next to it. It means that it's been reconciled. And what it also means is that it's done the bookkeeping postings for you. So there's no real need to do any further bookkeeping. And just like that, you'd go through and you'd put the other transactions in the system. So the banking function is very useful. The next bit that I'd like to look at is the sales function. In here, you can add in invoices that you want to send to customers. So let's click on Add New Invoice. You select a customer. So let's select a customer. Most of the items will fill in automatically. It has the functionality to be able to allocate it to projects or cost centers if that's the way that your business has functioned, but often it might not be appropriate to your business. You tell them what you're charging for, so let's say fitting bathroom. How much you're going to charge, let's say £1,000. And on here, if you are a subcontractor and you're charging under deductions, you have the ability to be able to choose what type of deductions to charge the client. So you can either do it gross or under the 20% or the 30% deduction. So let's do 20% deduction just for the sake of argument, 20% VAT rate. You'll see at the bottom that it's already done the calculations for the VAT, the CIS deductions, and so the amount actually due is £1,000. So let's confirm this invoice. Now the invoice has been confirmed. The types of things that you can do from a confirmed invoice is, firstly, you can click on this and you'll get a PDF of the invoice to save it wherever you like. You can actually email the client straight from the system. So let's click on email. You'll be able to see the function here. Here's the email invoice. You have a standard email that comes up which can be changed as to your requirements, and then you send the email straight from the system. So that's the invoicing function. And when you go back to the list of invoices, you'll see that that's come up there. And if we go to the home page, then you'll note that your sales have gone up from earlier, representing the fact that you actually issued an invoice. The next section I'd like to look at is the purchases. Purchases are useful when you have subcontractors, say, which are going to be especially useful when, say, for example, you have subcontractors that are either under 20% or the 30% deduction. So let's add a bill from a subcontractor. So choose a supplier, all the normal details come up. Again, you have the ability to be able to cost to a project or a cost center, as the case might be. So let's say you received a bill from the subcontractor for the same bathroom that you were doing, and the bathroom, the subcontractor is charging you £500. And if we go to the top, you can see the same options are here again for CIS labour. So say the deduction that you're keeping behind for the subcontractor is a 30% deduction, your 20% VAT rate, and it's done the calculation for you, and it's telling you that the VAT was £100, the CIS deduction is £150, so the actual amount that you need to pay the subcontractor is £450. So we can confirm the bill, and again you have the same options available as before. You can print it out and put it into your paper records or into your electronic records. All the invoices will be saved on the system in any case. And then finally, the last thing that I'd like to look at is the reporting function. You can see that there's a capability for the system to do VAT returns, which is very simple. It can compile EC sales lists, and of course the all-important financials of the company. You can dig down and drill into the profit and loss account or the balance sheet, and if all of that is too much for you to handle financial accounting wise, then of course this is a good way for you to work closely with your accountant. Thank you very much for listening. If you'd like any further information, please feel free to contact us.